Libeta. Thank you very much. Mine is always very simple because it's to welcome you and to make sure that everybody here is ready for the next 3 days. I would like to welcome you to South Africa. We have a lot of students coming from outside South Africa. And we also have students from outside Africa. This just shows you how important this conference is for young people. And I also want to welcome South Africans that are here at the University of Johannesburg. Some of you are coming here for the first time, and therefore you are as new as the people that are coming from outside South Africa. But this is UJ for you, and you are welcome. I also want to say thank you very much to the UJ students who participated at the AYGS last year. We are here because of them. Where are they? Let's clap for them. But for you, we wouldn't be here. Maybe we would be somewhere else, another university. At the end of this program, at the end of the program, we always say, where do we go the following year? And last year, before we even finished, the UJ just shouted, UJ! And this is why we are here. So we're trying to encourage other students that they can. For now, we are still here in Africa. Please don't come and say, Ibadan! Because we are still trying to make sure that things work very well. I won't waste much of your time. This is a very, very important conference for the young people and for all of us, AISA and UJ management. We really want to make sure that you guys leave this place knowing very well that you've gained something. We are not here to socialize only. We are not here to run away from the conference room and go and run around Johannesburg. We are here for business. And I want to make it clear that you are here. If by any chance you disappear, especially when we want to listen to your paper, you'll be in trouble. You'll be in serious trouble. We have people that we've put here to make sure that everybody is in the conference room, everybody is attentive. You are here to learn. You are not out of your workplaces or your classrooms or wherever to come and just play around. This is a serious conference because at the end of this conference, good papers are published. And that, you know what that means for all of you, especially those in academics. And also, even the papers that are not good, you are encouraged with the discussion. You know where things, you need to correct what you've done or whatever needs to be. You have lecturers, you have professors at your university. They can help you if you find that you didn't do as well as you thought you would. But the important thing is you are welcome tonight. This is UJ, this is in partnership with UJ, and I want to say, UJ, you've done excellently well. You've set the standard, you've lifted the standard this year, and we want to say thank you very much. And we hope that next year, I'm sure things will be much, much better. For those who organized, thank you very much. We'll say thank you to you later. But thank you, welcome, enjoy yourselves. Go to bed on time, because tomorrow, the real business starts. Thank you very much.
Professor Lukele Olorunju and colleagues from AISA, UJ colleagues here present tonight, esteemed guests of the University of Johannesburg, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to be able to stand before you tonight and add to the warm words of welcome. Welcome to the University of Johannesburg. You're on one of our 4 campuses. I would like to say these short words of welcome because I am keeping it short because tonight is not about speeches. I'm cognizant of the fact that tomorrow you will get to be welcomed formally. What I particularly would like to say to you tonight is we're very thankful that you've heeded our call to come to the 8th African Young Graduates and Scholars Conference, that you have decided that it is well worth your time, that you join the University of Johannesburg and AISA in bringing you together into dialogue over issues that are certainly of critical importance to our continent today, tomorrow, into the future, and in particular for positioning our continent within the global frame, as it were. I particularly am thankful for those who have come as far away as Japan to come and join us, as far away as Germany. And I'm very happy that there are so many African countries that are represented here, over 10, I'm told, close to 15. It is our wish that as we do this every year, and as AISA, with this brilliant concept of moving the conference from one university to another in South Africa, for now, I think you should shout Ibadan and ask that it goes beyond South Africa, that it keeps growing, that we do get to hear your voices, but not only that, that your voices actually get to be heeded. And for your voices to get heeded, obviously it means that we have to keep honing the strategy for getting those voices to be heard by policymakers. And so, certainly, as Professor Oloruju was saying, your presence here, your voices, your ideas, the dialogue that you will hold amongst yourselves and with scholars from the different universities that are represented from here in South Africa, at UJ, and from elsewhere, is of critical importance, and we know that you will take it as seriously as you have done by putting together the kinds of papers that you did. My thanks, therefore, go towards also the recognition of the input into those papers, and also to thank you for what I know is a lot of work that goes into preparing to come to a conference. And because you worked so hard to get to this stage, we shall not keep you too long. I'd like to wish you a lovely evening of interaction, of networking with your fellow conference participants. Evenings such as these are important because part of what the conference seeks to do in bringing you from so many different countries is to get you to get networked, that you may therefore in the future work together, that you would be able to write papers together, that you would be able to lead our different countries together, and perhaps be able to work as a united Africa, as it were, in a much better fashion than my generation has done. And so I wish you very well tonight. Enjoy yourselves, get to know one another, and I wish you lovely interactions that I am sure will bear a lot of fruit over the next 3 days. Welcome again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to stand before you this evening. Our distinguished guests, the interim CEO of AISA, Dr. Mafe from the University of Johannesburg, all protocol observed. As it reads, is AYG's chairperson, not necessarily so, but the chairperson of the Scientific Committee for the Africa Young Graduate Scholars for the year 2014. I'm here not to take much of your time, but I'm really thrilled to stand before heads that have worked so hard and tirelessly to have this conference a reality. It's been a journey since the year 2013 in May, when we made our first call for abstracts, which was followed by the call for full papers to the selected abstracts, which we received by November 2014. And we went through a rigorous review process of all manuscripts, some of which had to remain behind along the way, and have the final manuscripts submitted in January 2014. Because of that, 2014 AYGS is a reality. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. One of the salient features of the Africa Young Graduate Scholars, which AISA thrives to drive, I underscore, is capacity building to emerging scholars, to young scholars of Africa. This is a platform that we are getting for us to learn, practice how the academic, professional sequence is like. For you to be an academia, it means you are in a position to publish. And to publish, it can be a policy brief, it can be a conference proceeding, it can be a journal, it can be a book that you are contributing to, or it can be a book that you have written yourself, or so be it an occasional paper that you might write. And this is a platform which we are getting for us to get the skills and to learn how to get there. As such, you'd realize that the primary objective has not necessarily been to thresh out everyone's contribution, but to give you the opportunity to practice. And of course, a threshold has to be met for someone to get the opportunity. And you are one of those who have met the opportunity. We have met the criteria that was needed for you to be here. Suffice to say, it is important that as the conference begins tomorrow, as you are presenting tomorrow, what you have written on the paper should be reflected by what you present. If it has been written by someone else and you are here today, you will be caught. And if you wrote it and you are not in a position to communicate what you have written, that's an opportunity for you to learn how to communicate the professional academic manuscripts that you have written. So I underscore it's a capacity building platform that we are all having for us to be in a position to say one day, it started those years back and I am who I am today. Again, there is a rigorous process going forward. You'll be having adjudicators for the best presentations, for the best manuscripts that have been written, for the best debaters of the conference. And this process, it means you need to do your homework. If there are some things or elements that you feel you hadn't touched when you submitted your manuscripts to date, take the few hours that are left to perfect and give your best. The quality of what you will present and the quality of whatever you will deliver will determine the future of AYGS. And it starts with you today. If you have done it before, that's an opportunity for you to demonstrate that I've done it before, I'm doing it again for the second, third, fifth time. And so, without wasting much of your time, I want to allude to you that we have got 33 manuscripts that have been submitted, that have been successfully accepted, and that will be presented at this conference. We have got 15 position papers that are also going to be presented during the debate session. And we've got 11 candidates who will be fighting to get the best position for the African Union debate session. It's your opportunity to showcase what you have, what you know, or what you wish to strive to get. With this, I thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your conference.